I need help. Send help. Damn, my lips are dry. I'm gonna put some stuff on it. I'm using my little fancies. Makeup Forever Hydra Boost. They are literally the best. You're just a little grumpy gills. Oh my goodness, thanks.
It's game time and I'm up one. Name something I ain't done. Name a body that's my type. Air Jordan, I'll take flight. I'm next level, I'm franchise.
To our winner, Julia Rene.
Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. Finally, the long-awaited get ready with me. So I have been teasing just a little bit. Also, if you're new here, hi. My name is Julia Rene. I'm an IFBB Wellness Pro. Make sure you're subscribed because we have a new series that's coming up soon that I'm really excited about. But anyways, we are gonna be doing a get ready with me. Now, you guys know, I wear makeup to the gym. I wear a full face of makeup to the gym. Ain't no shame in the game because honestly, sometimes it's the only time that actually most of the time, it's the only time that I get out of the house. So first we're gonna start with skin prep. This is the Fenty Fat Water Toner. I have been loving this so much. I will do like a skin routine video too soon because I have changed so many things because I have very, very dry skin. I have very dry skin, but then also I like a full face of makeup. Yes, and you need to let your skincare products dry before you put the next one on. I didn't know that until this year. So I'm using my little fancies. Anyways, so I have really dry skin, and this year I've been really focusing on my skincare so much that it has, who's calling me? That it has helped immensely. Okay, so secondly for skin prep, I only do two things for skin prep because having dry skin and wanting a full face of makeup, they kind of don't go well together because the makeup that is for like full face, matte, like you really full coverage tends to be drying. So I am really meticulous about the products that I'm using beforehand. So this is the Naturium Dew Glow Moisturizer, and it has SPF 50. Because we need to be protecting our skin. But if you don't have dry skin like me, you probably don't need the dewy version of that. They have a regular version, but me, I need a little bit of moisture for my skin to stick to. Now, you could go, because the theme of this video is makeup that doesn't budge at the gym. Because seriously, you guys have seen, if you follow my Instagram, you've seen like my photos after my gym session. And of course, like a little bit of makeup will come off because I sweat like a goblin, but the majority of it like still looks amazing. And it's because I've perfected this routine and I love it. So what you could do after this is you could do a primer. So I'm gonna show you guys a primer that I used to use and why I don't use it anymore. You guys are gonna laugh. Look how gross this looks. Okay, so I have this little section in my bathroom that's like a drawer that has extra makeup in it, like stuff that I've tried that maybe I didn't like, and I just keep it there because I don't know, sometimes I go back and I like try it again and I like it, but this one was in there. I don't know what happened, but it's the Makeup Forever Hydra Boost Primer. This one I really, really liked because it's a little bit more hydrating and it's for drier skin types. But the other one that I really like is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, but I forgot that my sister was kind enough to stay here at my home and watch my dogs while I was out of town. And she was like, hey, what's this extra makeup container that you have? And I was like, go for it. Go through it. Take whatever you want. I haven't used it. So I think she took it. So, but that is another one that's like, oh my God, that stuff is really sticky and really tacky. And if you really want your makeup to stay, use that one for sure. It's a little finicky to work with, so you don't need to use a lot. And then the third option, I haven't tried this one myself, but it's from One Size Beauty and it's a new like sweat-proof primer. I am going to get it and I'm going to test it out, but I haven't been using primer lately because before, when I would do my makeup, I wouldn't actually have a prep routine that would make, you know, my face like look nice and be hydrated. So I would just do primer and I wouldn't like wash my face. I wouldn't put toner or moisturizer or anything. But since I've been doing this routine of like, I wash my face first, then I put on these two products. When I do my nighttime routine, it's a lot longer, but these two, it's amazing. Then also, this product is the Future Wise Slug Boost Hydrating Mist. And I have been using this like in between my lips are dry. I'm gonna put some stuff on it. I've been using it in between when I'm doing my makeup and my foundation starts to dry and I still want it to be moving. So I've been using that and it works really well. But if you want it to stay even more, using one of those 3 primers that I just said, I'm not going to use one just because I don't have the one that I really want to use, which is from One Size Beauty. So let's first start with foundation. Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. I do not start with foundation. I start with brows. So this is just a really inexpensive brow pencil from e.l.f. and I use the natural brown shade. I'm going to get my makeup brushes out. All these makeup brushes are from Sigma and they're literally the best. They're so soft and amazing. So my first step, what I do to fill in my eyebrows is use this e.l.f. pencil. I make sure that my eyebrows are dry. Another thing that you can do is this is a brush that I typically use my setting powder, but to make sure that they're dry and they don't have any oil or anything, just put a little bit of setting powder on your eyebrows to help it stick. And I know you might be thinking, why is a fitness girl telling me how to do my makeup? Before I do what I do now, before I was a professional bodybuilder, I was a makeup artist and a hairstylist. So I knows a thing or two about makeup. So I'm gonna just fill in my eyebrows. And I'm only gonna fill in like this side because I'm gonna do the rest of it later. You guys gotta see this. Okay, can you see Reese? Hold on. Reese, what are you doing? See him over there? Peeking his head out. What are you doing, buddy? He's so cute. He wanted to be in the room while I do my makeup because I closed the door because Zach's office is right there. So just in case he's on any calls, I don't want to interrupt him. But you wanted to be in here, buddy, and now you're in the corner. Come say hi. This is Reese. He's an old man. He's like 13 years old. He hates to be on camera. He just growled a little bit. You're just a little grumpy gills. I'm just a little grumpy gill. You wanted to be in here with mommy, but now you're just hiding in the corner. It's because he is like the most loyal dog ever. And the most loving, precious, like low maintenance. Like he's just always like there for cuddles. But he wants to be in between Zach and I at all times. So Zach's door is like right over there and my door to my room is like right here. So he's mad that he can't sit in the middle. He's so cute. Okay, we got to focus. We have to focus. I love your little puppy smell. Okay, so now that I have the ends filled in, I only do the ends right now because later I put like a brow freeze on and I don't want to mess up my foundation, so I finish my brows when we're done. So I'm going to use the Huda Beauty. This is my all-time favorite concealer right now. If you really want that like filtered look. The other day, it was so nice. I went to this women's retreat and this girl was like, your makeup looks so good. You look like you're wearing a filter. And I was like, oh my goodness, thanks. But anyways, I have this little brush. It's like the perfect focus. How do beauty people do this? Anyways, it's perfect. It's the Sigma F70 brush. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go under here. I'm gonna carve out the brow. Okay, now that we have that done, also Zach is on a call right now for somebody that wants to come into the Know Your Power program. So if you hear a little bit in the background, that's what that is. But I'll try to talk loud enough, as if I don't talk loud already. That's besides the point. So after I do this, what do we do next? Now I'm gonna mix my foundation. So what I have been doing lately is, this is my go-to. The Nars, oh my goodness, you focus right now. The Nars Soft Matte Foundation, I use the shade Aruba. So I'm gonna do a little bit of that on my hand, and then I'm gonna do a little tiny bit of the Haus Labs. This used to be my favorite one. It's still a really good one. It's just not as full coverage as the Nars one is, but I've been doing just a dot of this one, and this one's in the color A42. So I'm just gonna do a dot of that, because what I found is that sometimes this foundation is really difficult to move around because it's so matte and so covering that sometimes you have to work really fast. So by adding like a dot of a foundation that's a little bit more liquidy really helps. So I'm gonna go put some water in my beauty blush. We got the water. It's nice and squishy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use what's left on here, and I'm going to start in the center of my face and then kind of work it out. Guys, do not forget under the neck, because we can't let the people know we're wearing a mask. We have to pretend that it's all natural. Just kidding, who cares? I like to use a beauty blender personally. I do both. I use a brush and I use a beauty blender, because the beauty blender has a little bit of water in it, obviously, because you have to like squeeze it out of it. So it just feels a little bit more hydrating to my dry skin than the brush does. Now that we have the whole face done, I'm now gonna use the brush and evenly distribute it over here. And I'm going to like put a little bit like right here in my ear. It sounds funny. And then I'm gonna go down my neck and blend it down. Okay, so now with the same brush, I'm actually going to get the Huda Beauty. This is a color corrector in the color Mango. And I'm gonna put, this is very pigmented. I did get probably too dark of a color. So I'm just gonna put a little bit under my eyes to color correct the darkness, because, you know, I'm not God's favorite apparently, and I have the dark circles. Okay, now that we're color corrected, I'm gonna go in with the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer. Again, guys, everything is going to be linked down below just in case you want to check it out. So don't worry if I can't zoom and find anything, but this is in the color Sugar Biscuit. So I'm gonna put a little bit right here, little up, and then one thing that I like to do is grab this brush again and kind of taper it down my nose on the side. See, like that. Okay, then a couple dots right here. Guys, this goes a long way. So I'm gonna highlight the places that I want to be highlighted right here. And then what I'm actually going to do is go and grab the Haus Labs concealer, and I'm gonna use this one since it's more movable here to highlight this area. Okay, so this is what we're looking like right now. Trust the process. Now we blend. Okay, now that everything wet is in, we're gonna start setting it now. This has been the best, I don't care what anybody says, the best. Ow, my knees hurt, guys. I'm standing I'm on my knees, and it really hurts because I need the natural light, you know. Anyways, the Givenchy. Givenchy Prism Libre powder. I have 2 of them. The reason I have 2 of them is I have a mini one that has a little bit of pink in it to cancel out some of the coloring under my eyes. And I got the mini one and it's perfect. I could have probably got the mini one in this one because a little bit goes a long way. You don't have to use that much. And it's really good if you have dry skin and it lasts all day. So this little one is in the color 2 Satin Blanc, I believe. So I have it mixed up right here. I'm gonna place a little bit in the lid. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this brush right here and I'm gonna make sure first that I don't have any creases under my eyes. So I'm just gonna redo this and kind of like look up so I don't have any creases, because if you set creases in, you're gonna have creases all day. So then I'm gonna go in with the powder a little bit, evenly distribute it all over the brush, and then set it. I'm also gonna set my eyes, my eyelids. Okay, so I'm gonna start using this lighter color anywhere that I want to see more brightness. So basically the same places that we put the concealer on before. Okay, now that I've done that, what I'm going to do, I'm gonna get a powder puff and I'm just going to place a little bit more product like on the bridge of my nose, down here. Okay, I'm gonna let this sit. And then we're gonna go in with our darker powder, which is the number 4. And this one is to set the rest of my face. And we're gonna get a bigger fluffy brush. Same thing, I'm gonna put a little bit on the lid and then I'm gonna really like smush it into it so that it's a little bit more distributed. That's good. There we go. And then I'm just going to press this into the rest of the areas that I didn't get. Okay, bronzer now. So this has been the best bronzer ever. It's the One Size Beauty bronzer in medium dark, and it has 3 different colors in it. Like, look, that's perfect. And they're so pigmented. For me, I'm like, I want a product that does what it's gonna do. I don't want like a little bit of color. I want all the color. So since it's so pigmented, I'm tapping like once into each one and then kind of like swirling the product around. And I'm using this as my contour. I stopped doing contour colors which have more gray tones to them because they're just too difficult for me to work with, honestly. I'm way better at just working with bronzer. I feel like every time I did contour, it looked bad. Okay, see how that just added like way more color to my face and like made me more snatched? One thing that I do is I start here and I'm going up in circular motions up into like my temple, but then I also kind of, with whatever's left, I kind of carve out my cheek like this. So I go and then I kind of carve it down, and I'm gonna do that even more later so I can have a more contoured look. Okay, so now let's go into some blush. Okay, so I got 3 blushes. 3 blushes. So, I keep forgetting to put my cream blush on when my base is like wet. I keep forgetting to, and I didn't this time. But this Tower 28 blush in the color Golden Hour is so gorgeous. Let me open it because it looks dirty because my fingers have foundation all over them. Look at that. Beautiful. So what I would have done is put that on first before I set it with powder. But what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna mix Nars Laguna 7. I like corally deeper colors, and I'm gonna mix it with the Benefit Butterfly. The Benefit Butterfly just has a little bit more glow to it. So this one is very pigmented. I'm gonna do one little thing and then look how much is already on the brush. It's a lot. So I just did one little like dab. I'm gonna take some of that out, mix in with the Benefit Butterfly, And then I'm gonna slowly start doing circular motions up. Lots of blush. So I'm gonna go in with this and I'm gonna kind of like blend it up and out to kind of reduce how strong it is because it is very pigmented. Now what I'm gonna do is add some of this contour bronzer, it's bronzer, to my nose. So out of the 3 colors, I have been doing the top one. So I'm gonna grab a little bit on a brush and I'm gonna first start by like right under my nose. Now that we've added some color to our nose, we're gonna go in with some highlighter. Oh, my knees. This is also the best highlighter ever. Anybody that I have like showed it has loved it. It's the Rare Beauty highlighter in Exhilarate. So pigmented. And this is why I love it, because it's so pigmented. It's gorgeous. So I'm gonna use these two, this really finely tipped one and then this fluffy one. So I'm gonna use the finely tipped one to do my nose. So I'm gonna do a little bit right here and just go down the bridge and then use the point to make it thinner. See that? And then a little smudge with the finger. Then a tiny little dot on the tip of my nose, smudge it out a little bit, and I'm gonna do a little bit in the inner corner. Then fluffy brush, add a little bit here, a little bit up here. Now what I'm gonna do is grab that powder that I used all over my face, and I'm gonna grab a little fluffy sponge, and I'm gonna carve out each side. Okay, we're gonna let that sit for a little bit and then blend it out. Okay, with that same big fluffy brush, I'm gonna pull my ear out and blend it up. Next, we're going to work on our eyes. Look how cute these are. I got them from Amazon and they're finger puffs. They're so tiny, and if you don't like using a brush and you're a puff kind of girly, you can literally just put it on your finger and get into those little spots. So what I'm gonna do first is I like to get this little puff and create like a little line that goes up, because I want my eyeshadow to go like, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna use is the Tarte, oh my god, there's an eyelash on here, how embarrassing. Just skip that up. The Tarte Toasted palette. These are like all my favorite colors. Like my favorite colors are very like warm and natural. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use this color Warm, and I'm gonna use Sunrise, and this white one, which is S'more. So I'm gonna get this kind of brush and I'm gonna do the S'more, which is the light one. And I'm gonna do the light, I don't know why, I just really like it. I like the way, since my eyes are bigger, I like the way it looks when I make the inside of it white. Not white, like a lighter color. I don't know why, but it just makes my eyes pop more. So I'm gonna put it right here, just pressing it in. I don't do much with my eyeshadow. Like I don't really have, I'm not too fancy with it. I just smudge things around. And then we're gonna go with Warm. Tap off the excess, and I'm gonna start right here in this corner and kind of go around, and then I'm gonna fan it out. Okay, I don't know if you guys have this too, but you have like an eye that just does better than the other eye, or like an eyebrow that is always better than the other eyebrow. So this is my good eye. I don't know why, but when I blend on this eye, it's so, maybe it's because I know why it is. Okay, so back when I was doing makeup, it was always easier. It's always easier to go across and to blend than to go like on the same side and blend, because you're kind of like crunched up, versus here you can go like out, and here you're kind of like crunched up. That's why I just figured it out. But yeah, there's always like one side that I'm just better at doing than the other, and that's okay because our makeup doesn't need to be flawless. Who am I kidding? Yes, it does. Anyways, so I'm going right here, and then now I'm gonna grab the same brush and I'm gonna do that sunrise color, which is like it was paler, but it was a little sparkly. And I'm gonna put it right here, but it's not too sparkly. Okay, I'm gonna just place it there, grabbing the fluffy brush again. I have so much real estate on my eyelids that I know this might not work for everybody. Like my little sister has hooded eyelids, so she has to do her makeup a little bit differently. But I got so much real estate, you can park a car on my eyelids and it would be fine. Which I kind of like, because I got lots of space. So that's really all I do. I'm also just going to touch up that inner corner again here. And then I'm gonna put a little bit with a little slant brush of that warm color starting here and then working in. We are done with our eyes. So now I'm gonna take a little brush to kind of blend out those lines. If I can find it. I have so many brushes here that I'm like, I have a specific brush for like, because I relatively do my makeup the same way every day. Maybe I just change up like the colors on my eyes. I have a certain brush that I use for certain things. And I love it. So we'll just touch it up here. Looks good. I'm gonna put a little bit more. I'm just being picky now, honestly. But I've been loving doing my makeup lately because it's been staying, but it's also still been so hydrated, and I feel like I'm finally found my thing. Okay, so we have that done. What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? I need to do my eyeliner, and I need to do eyelashes, finish my brows and lips. That's still a lot. We're gonna do, my eyes are watering. Liner. You guys know I always do my wing liner. This is the NYX Epic Ink Eyeliner. I've been using this for years. I've been doing a wing since like the 8th grade every single day. I don't know why. I just like it. I just like it. So I'll either do this or I'll get like a brown pencil and I'll do a brown little wing depending if I want to be more extra or more dramatic. But today I want to be more dramatic. So I'm going to try and record this. So hopefully... Alright. That's okay. So, I always do it way better when I'm not filming, but when I'm filming, this is always questionable. But I can take my concealer brush, clean it up a little bit. Hopefully these are not distant cousins. Okay. Are they even? I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments. Also, tell me in the comments too, if there's a like makeup product that you're loving, that you found really works. Tell me if you like wearing makeup to the gym, if you don't like wearing makeup to the gym, because for me, it's like, you do whatever makes you feel confident, makes you feel beautiful. For me, I just love like the art of doing makeup and like taking the time to do something to your face. I don't know, it's just fun for me. So comment down below your favorite makeup stuff that you've been using, whether it's for the gym, whether it's not for the gym, whatever you got, I want to know. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with a black eyeliner right under here because I don't want there to be like a line where you can see the white for when I put the lashes on. So I'm just gonna do a little bit under here. Okay, so we're gonna curl our lashes and put some mascara on. I'm only gonna do the top right now because my lashes are still, you know, in a growing phase, you know? They're still bulking. They need to bulk up because they've been on a cut for years. What I'm trying to say is I've had eyelash extensions for such a long time that my eyelashes, I think one thing that people think if they get eyelash extensions is that their eyelashes are gonna fall off, but I didn't have very many that actually fell off. It was more so like getting them healthy again and like thick and long because I had been like, oh my God, I can't focus. I've been having them on for such a long time. I already have really short eyelashes on the top, but I have long eyelashes on the bottom. My sister's the same, my mom's the same. I don't know, just genetic. So I'm just doing this. Really, it serves not that much of a purpose because I'm gonna put lashes on anyways, but it helps a little bit. And I've been using this mascara for also since like the 8th grade. Voluminous, I always do waterproof because my eyes water so much. Now we're gonna use the Ardell 113 lashes. I only have 2 left, but these are wispies and I've been loving them. They're a little bit more natural. So I'm gonna show you guys how I put eyelashes on. And I've been loving like getting to try new lashes and stuff. I feel like I might just not have eyelash extensions again. I don't know. I'm also enjoying not having to go every 2 weeks to get them filled because it was time consuming and I'm like, ain't nobody got time for that. And I feel like the reason that I had them was because I thought I was saving time on like putting my lashes on when really it's like, okay, every 2 weeks you're going, it's like an hour trip. You go there, it wasn't saving me that much time. So I'm gonna use the Duo and I'm gonna put a little line on the top. And the key to getting these right is to let them dry. Oh my God, my stomach's growling. Did you guys hear that? I'm getting ready to go to the gym. As the gym girl get ready with me and I'm starving. My stomach's literally growling. So you let them dry. I have tweezers. You let them dry like 95% because when they're at 95% dry, they are so tacky that they literally will just stick. If you do them too early, that's when you make the mistake of like them being super hard to work with. So I'm gonna let them dry like 90%. And what I do is I like touch it and I wait till like I feel that tacky bounce back, which I feel, and then we're gonna put them on. I need a magnifying mirror, always helps. Using the tweezers, it's always easier to set down like the ends and then focus on the middle. Okay, I'm gonna turn my eyelash. I'm gonna see what it looks like on the top because then I can use the bottom of this thing and kind of use that to like press them down. Ta-da! We got one eye done. Now one of the things I do is I will take the tweezers and I will squeeze, it sounds so bad, my natural lash to the lash strip so that it stays even better. Just be very careful when you're doing this. Kind of like squeeze it in. It stays so much better when you do that. Look, this eye. This eye. It just looks like so much more open and fluttery. Okay, let's do the other one. And that is how you do lashes. Let them dry. Okay, so now we're gonna move into, I'm gonna do a little bit of mascara on my under eye. Beautiful. Stunning. Gorgeous. Okay. Eyebrows. Okay. I got a new product. Also, I can't feel my knees. I need help. Send help. Okay, so one thing that I do, I'm gonna go back to, that's the wrong pencil. Nope. Ah, 3rd time's the charm. So I'm gonna go with my e.l.f. pencil and I'm gonna do, since my eyebrows are pretty thick on the end, but they're very sparse right here, is I'm just gonna hand draw little like blicky blicks. And then I'm gonna go in with some brow gel. Okay, so this is gonna take a lot of precision. Okay, now that we have that, this is the best. Okay, I follow a lot of makeup influencers on YouTube because I love bodybuilding, I love fitness, but I also love hair, beauty, makeup, all those things, as you could tell. And one of my favorite girls to follow is Nikki LaRose. So make sure that you go and subscribe to her. She's amazing. She's like so relaxing to watch, which is like completely opposite of me because I'm like a squirrel. But I love watching her while I do my makeup or skincare. But this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze. And I never used Brow Freeze. I've never really used it. And I tried a tester one, and it was like a little mini one, and I loved it so much. And I was like, I gotta tell the people about this. This lasts me through an entire leg day and cardio, and it didn't come off. So it has like a little flicky brush, if you can see, like that. So I'm just gonna go up, and it takes a little bit to dry, so I'm just gonna like polish my hairs how I want to see them, and they will stay. So if you have like really stubborn brows that just, they don't stay where you want them to, this product is amazing. So I like to have my inner eyebrows flicked more up because I don't have very many hairs there, and then I kind of like swirl these to the side. So this is this eyebrow. Can you see? Can you see? This eyebrow flicked up more. This eyebrow not flicked up. And now you just kind of like let it dry. And girl, it'll stay. Ta-da! On to lips. Okay, so we have a dilemma. I have now 3 favorite lip glosses instead of 1. So you guys know my favorite has been the Mora Glow Getter Hydrating Lip Oil in the color Let's Cuddle. And I pair it with the Milky Brown lip liner by Peri Peri. Both of these are so inexpensive, and you can get the Peri Peri lip liners on Amazon. I want to get all of them because they're so soft and they last a really long time. So this was my favorite duo. It still is my favorite, but I have a new one, 2 new ones that are my favorite too. But it's perfect because this is like my everyday look color. And then this Kosas Wet Lip Oil in the color Unbuttoned is like my natural color. It's like the same color as my lips, basically. And this one's a little bit more like orangey, corally kind of color, like the colors I like. And then this one came along. The Summer Fridays Lip Oil in the color, what color? Rosewood Nights. Man, my vision's bad. That's really good. And this one is a little bit darker. So I'm gonna show you just how dark this is. And for my skin tone, it works really, really well. This one's a little bit, like I would wear this one. I wanna wear it so bad today, but I don't think it's gonna go with the eye pick that I just wanna show you guys what it looks like at least, and then I'll take it off. See how it's a little bit more dark? It's more like, it's giving, I should have done a different eyeshadow. That's what it's giving. Like I would wear this if I didn't have this eyeshadow color on. If I had like a different one that went with it, I would definitely. But since, for old time's sake, I'm gonna just do my OG. I'll also show you what this one looks like. Just let me wipe this off real quick. This is the more natural one, the Kosas Wet Lip Oil. And honestly, I would pair both of these colors with the Peri Peri Milky Brown. I typically do. And then with the Summer Fridays, the darker one, I pair it with the Peri Peri Chocolate Brown because it's a little bit darker, more sultry. So this is what it looks like, just by itself. It's like the same color as my lips, just my lips, but better. But today, we're going with the tried and true OG. So, first we're gonna start with the Peri Para Milky Brown. And I kind of just do it like in this area. So my lips are like kind of heart shaped. So I just kind of like, I do like a line here to like connect it. And then I kind of smush it down in so they're more defined. I don't necessarily go like completely around unless like I want a more dramatic look. And then under here, bring it up, smush it in. You can also use a brush to smush it in, but I'm just using my fingers. Okay. Now, Glow Getter lip oil. Any final touches? The final touch that you cannot miss. The One Size Beauty On Till Dawn Setting Spray. Guys, this has been amazing. So good. It does feel like you're putting hairspray on your face, and for a second you're like, this is a terrible idea, why did I do this? But trust me, it's really, it doesn't make your face feel like sticky. It doesn't really feel like you put hairspray on your face. But I'm gonna spray this on. Don't open your eyes until it's dry because I don't want you to get a little stuff in your eyes. Okay, and this is the look. I think I'm gonna do a little hairdo now because my hair's been pretty dirty the past couple of days. So I'm gonna do my dirty hair look that I do when I go to the gym, and that's basically we put oil and grease in it. Okay, this is it. All I did was 2 tiny little braids and then connected it and kind of slicked it back. This is a great hairstyle for whenever you're oily up here, to like use that to your advantage and put some more oil in it. So this is the final look, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this Get Ready With Me. Let me know down below what was your favorite part, what products that you're excited to try, or if you have products that you want me to try, because I will try them. I definitely will. And this is my gym approved sweat proof look. I love you guys so much. Make sure you're subscribed and you're more powerful than you think. Bye.